Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cilia. Our heroes have successfully retrieved the weapons of Xander Huarath at the necropolis of Telemach, thus completing the second of their three great labors. Upon leaving the tomb, the torchlight that led the gang out of the labyrinth fused with the breastplate of Mitros, reigniting the breastplate's magical properties. Before returning to Astoria, Calyandra decided to have at least one last conversation with Damon about her ancestor. He elaborates that Calyandra is a descendant of one of his late dear friends, Fabakai, back in the days of the First War, and that she suffered from the very same wormy curse as our favourite bard. Although Damon did not hear how her story ended before he began his eternal vigil. Upon returning to Astoria late in the middle of the night, Jury had the gang take a tender moment of celebration for all they've achieved and finally decide to have Persephone swear the oath of fellowship, swiftly leading to a rowdy boys' night where suddenly, joined by Pythor, the boys get homemade bathroom tattoos and have a slumber party in the throne room. But they were not in for a serene night's rest, as the gang have another nightmare woven by Lutheria, leading most of Gladius Astra to lose some of their senses as they awoke. Eventually reuniting the party, Kira could restore most of the gang to themselves, but Jury had to brave the Bacchanalia of Astoria to find a high priestess of the Five to cure Persephone of his deafness. Now, with everyone reunited and back to their normal senses, the gang realizes the urgency of their quest and decide to head straight to Vulcan to restore the newfound legendary weapons. But they're not fully reunited. Juno, you, of course, were present at the necropolis. You returned to Astoria with the gang. You had your own night. You were there for the Oath of Fellowship. And when the boys were off getting their bathroom tattoos, you had a few drinks. You're partial to that. And at the same time as the girls, you went to sleep. You also have the dream.
Oh, no.
And for Finn to reiterate the scene, you hear in a black void in your sleeping world, "Poor little mortals." The woman's voice is soft and concerned. So worried about everything. Worried about honoring the gods, worried about offending them, worried about war, worried about the future. What can we do to make you worry less? On the path ahead, you see a man standing with his back to you. He gazes out over a beautiful valley which is covered with wildflowers. A soft breeze is blowing and birds are singing brightly. Knowledge is the greatest of all mortal burdens, don't you think? Knowledge is pain. Ignorance puts the mind at ease. Ignorance makes mortals happy. The man turns. His face is twisted with pain and despair. Red tears streak his face. His eyes, ears, and mouth have all been stitched shut. Juno, please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, okay.
Is this against being charmed or frightened?
Juno is asleep on their own. But no.
So that's a 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay,
Okay, 13.
wait, do I also proficiency in charisma and wisdom? So that's
that's another
that's
plus.
already done. Huh?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you only got a 1 in wisdom, is it?
Yeah, plus 1 in wisdom, yeah. So
Okay,
I have a
right.
plus 2 in saving throw, so that's 3 altogether, so that's why I have 13.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Juno, you awake. You wake up suddenly and sharply. You are drenched in a cold sweat. But you awake in the lavishly decked out palace bedroom in Astoria that you stayed in previously. But you look down at your body, and it's not the same as when you went to sleep. You look. You're more disheveled. You're slightly hairier. You've still got your goat legs, but they're slightly different. They're slightly darker tint, and as soon as you sit up and look, you have a goat head. Not goat features. You have a full goat head. You see that you are a goatling now.
Oh.
Darn.
Now, although you are currently next door to Atalanta's room, you hear the rest of the gang discussing various things.
Wait, can you just repeat that last part? Something discussing things?
You're like the rest of the gang are in Atalanta's room currently. They are. You can overhear them. You know that they're there, and you can kind of just overhear them like discussing just various things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can do stuff now. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. So can I just to clarify? Okay, so I've got a goat head, right?
Yep.
I have my goat legs.
Yep.
But like my torso is human. Is that what you mean?
Humanoid. It's a little more. Your torso's more emaciated. It's dirtier. It's more bruised. And your legs, like where you'd had a kind of a nice kind of like black sheen to them, it's spottier. It's grayer. And sitting on top, as you look dead, you can see the sideways slit goat eyes.
Yeah.
On top of your dirty, disheveled goat head.
What the fuck? Okay, so, but I'm standing up. I'm like as a satyr would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not like a full-on goat.
And you fully believe that you've still got all of your mental faculties.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, the first thing I do is scream.
Like a goat scream?
Everyone else?
Yeah, it's a goat scream, yeah.
Everyone else. You were all exactly where we left you last week. You were in your rooms. You've just come back after getting Persephone cured. And suddenly the penny drops like, oh, we left Juno asleep. And you all hear Juno scream in the next room over.
Nefel
Do you
runs.
think anything's happened to them?
Nefel runs to go next door.
Yeah, Atalanta follows Nefel.
Nefel?
Yeah, I'm heading too.
Yep, all of you burst into Juno's room and you just see them sitting on their bed, screaming.
In goat form.
Do we see goat?
No,
What's this now?
We just see Juno?
Nope, you see Juno.
Wait, we do.
Oh, they see me. They see me as me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Juno, what's wrong?
Juno, can you see? Can you hear? Do you remember everything?
I can see a little too much, if I'm honest. Look at me.
What?
Well, I mean, did you forget that you lost your hair?
What? You look at my face. I'm a goat.
It's a very handsome face. You're not a full goat.
It's a bit late to realise that you're a satyr.
No, thank you very much. I am very full aware of the fact that I'm a satyr. However, look at my face. It's a goat. I know I'm accustomed to having goat features, but that's more the lower half of my body, not my face. And also, look, I'm grey on my torso.
Caliandra, do you have your mirror handy?
Oh, yeah, of course. I get my mirror handed to Juno.
You're fine. You're fine, my friend. You're fine. It's all fine.
Just so I know, like, when I look in this mirror, I'm still seeing...
You're still seeing goat. You're still seeing goat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like... Can you not see what I'm saying right now? Like, it's a goat. It's a black goat face. Look at my.
I'm just gonna lean over to Jury. Maybe you should go get that.
Eric
again.
Oh my fucking god!
Am
Okay.
I the only one not seeing the difference?
We're not seeing a goat either, Nefel.
How are
good.
you not seeing this? I'm right here. How can you not see this?
Juno,
I'm gonna touch Juno's face. Just give it a good poke.
Look at me. Look at me.
Juno, you have missed a few things. We have all been put under curses, and this is This is a supernatural curse that has been put onto you. We had Jury was made to be terrified of Bucephone, and Bucephone was made deaf. And of course, poor Opa was made dumb. We need to be very careful, but we do have a solution. You will be okay. You need to calm down.
We just need to get you to, well, not the temple, but, well, to the party where the followers of Kira are.
And if it makes you feel any...
Do you know how to cast Lesser Restoration, maybe?
No.
Well, fuck then. We have to just bring you to someone.
Like
if
who?
If it makes you
Someone
feel any
who
better,
knows that spell.
if it makes you feel any better, you look just as handsome as always to us.
You look no different to us.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah. We'll get you fixed up.
Thanks, Nafale.
Unless you like seeing yourself as a goat.
Yeah, is it a good looking
I suppose if you don't mind us, then.
Did I not give the impression that I did not like this?
Well, I mean, it was a bit of a shock, but maybe it's now that the shock is worn off. Maybe you like the change.
Maybe it'll grow on
you. Believe me, it has not worn off.
We'll get you fixed up.
We'll go find that drunk cleric.
Yeah.
Drunk cleric.
Okay, fine. Are we heading back out through town again? I do not think
I guess so.
she was digging her heels to just go so much as outside. Even though this is a fucking job, but whatever.
As you turn around, Opa is not there. She is already gone.
That's our girl.
Butterfly, fly away.
Yeah. I'm assuming flight.
Yeah.
Out the window.
Or out of the palace, out off the cliff face of Astoria, glide over. You get the not pun unintentional, pun some unintentional, bird's eye view of the city. And like you just kind of see the crowds moving. You see the tables of food moving in and out, constantly being restocked. Crowds swaying to and fro, and as you reach, eventually glide over to the theater district, you once again see that same priestess on stage as she was.
Just pick her up. Just do it.
I'm going to...
She's a high-level cleric. She'll fuck you up if you just assault her.
I'm going to glide down to
it's a party.
Stage. I'm going to interrupt whatever is going on here. Really... with as little tact as possible. I feel like this isn't the time to be tactful.
We've already not been tactful to her.
Oh, are you saying something?
What do you mean? Are we saying something?
No, sorry. I was waiting for Open to actually say something.
Oh,
sorry. So you just kind of swoop in, just kind of stand there in the middle of the stage, and she kind of catches your eye, and she recognizes you. She's like, "Oh,
hello again. Thank you again for earlier. However, I know that you just returned back here. However, it turns out that we have needs of your services once more, back within the palace, forthwith. You should be so kind as to come with me."
Yes, I think. Yes. If there's needs being cured, there's needs being cured. Let's go. And she then goes out. You see, like a couple of shrine, like kind of lower level shrine priests. I don't think they realize that like this is now kind of an emergency. She's kind of sobered of her face a little bit, just kind of like, there's a problem. Okay, I need to go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go. But some people are like, oh hell yeah, she's our high priestess is going. Let's follow her. So you've got you've got a small rabble. You've got a small conga of priests and priestesses of the five.
I love this city.
I have stuck my head out the window and I'm just going to, between some short intervals, just send a message to Oba until she's in range of, you got her? You got her? You got her?
Maybe just one more time.
You got her?
Yes, I've got her in tow. We
Oh,
should be there
fantastic.
shortly.
Yeah, no, it takes really not much time at all. Story is not that big of a city when you use the main thoroughfares. And yep, up through the up to the residential area. And what the rest of you see is that same elegant priestess, and also just a small rabble of like kind of drunken priests who kind of like look in and was like, this isn't a party.
It is now.
Well,
I
wait.
didn't know how to
If you
tell
if you
them
wait
to
1
stop.
second until our friend is cured, then I'll be ready to party.
All right, you see them just kind of popping corks, just like, yes, let's go, man. Yeah. But you see, it's like, okay, I'm assuming it's the one I haven't seen before. As she points at Juno.
That'll be right.
Okay, come here, young one. And she puts both of her hands on your shoulders, and with a kind of a divine flash, you don't feel much different, but you didn't feel very different when you woke up. But you take another look at that hand mirror that Jury passed over to you earlier, and there it is, broken tooth and shaved head and all.
Beautiful.
You're back to looking like yourself in your mind's eye.
Oh, thank you so much. I never thought I'd be so happy to see my gap tooth.
That's
And
the first I've heard of that one. But I'm glad to help.
Is there anything I can do for you in return?
No, it's what I'm here for as a high priestess of the five. But if there's no further ado, I would quite like to get back to the dancing. I have a call. I'm called to the dance.
May we get your
Party away.
name so we can lodge you in our tales?
Oh, of course. Phoebe.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Is that
My
far?
pleasure.
Thank you, Phoebe.
I see on your armor that you're one of ours. What happens to be your names?
Oh,
My name's Juno.
A pleasure. Juno.
I'm Jury. We're Gladius Astra. We are here on request
shit!
of.
You see, like as soon as you drop this, oh Lord. Okay. This. Okay. This. I shouldn't have been so flippant. Oh, yeah. I am so sorry. I didn't realize it was the heroes.
We're kind of a big deal.
Yes.
Say we're just like you, but we're not. So
You saved the city from certain destruction. So no, you're not. I apologize for my flippant behavior.
I lose my socks 1 sock at a time, just like the regular folk.
Oh, flippancy is encouraged. Don't choose now to get uppity. It's just be sure that even in your revelry that there is someone there at the temple, in case somebody gets hurt. It's very important. I know you're a bit uptight up here, but some rules are there for a reason, even when partying.
Very shrewd, Master Juno. Master Jury. We'll be sure to keep it in mind. Now, you louts, as she kind of turns to the other person. Let's get back. We've got a dance to dance. And they're like, yeah, dance, yeah.
Fell starts to go with them.
So does Callie.
Okay, do both of you not remember the awful dream? It happened with the we need to go.
Right. We have to go. The conga calls to me. It calls.
Conga does call is a thing. Where are we going again? Sorry.
Vulcan, the fjord.
Oh yeah, sure, okay. Can we conga there? Can we hitch a ride in a conga line?
The conga line won't go all the way there.
I will drive. Whatever. If you choose to dance to the beat of the bumps in the road, that is up to you.
I'll do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just watch me.
Is it okay if I vape while we drive?
I think so.
All right.
Well, you're up front. We can't stop you.
Yeah, but if the wind blows that way, you know, it might fuck you. Okay, anyway, does anybody need to do anything before we leave? I doubt if you're looking to get trade, considering the week-long festival, I doubt you will get many places that are still in business. Considering Opa's luck with the library.
Hmm. I think we're all good.
I think we're good.
The sooner we leave, the better.
Okay, you head
And
out.
I start conging out.
Let's conga!
Yeah, you hit the you make your way back to enter the palace and hit like the main street just outside of the palace. And yeah, you take the express El Conga back down through the entrance.
Hey, they're so efficient.
Double time.
As it deposits you then back at the south gate with all the stables, you get Nigel and the mule, everything packed up, and you head once again onto a very familiar route, back towards the Mithril Forge. As you remember, it was a pretty long, it was about a 6-hour journey, but you know the way. It's not. It's actually it'll be slightly shorter now that you kind of know the direction. You kind of know where you're going. And you start making tracks. So it's also midday about now. So like it's not a night voyage. It's a pleasant day as always. But of course,
Why can never be a night voyage? Sorry, go ahead.
We
Travel at
had
night.
many.
but of course, not long after you depart and break away from the revelry and party sounds, you're traveling through the forest, and of course, your first stopover on the way to the Mithril Forges was Woodhike.
Tick bug!
And yeah, you make your way through Woodhike. As I said, middle of the day. The halflings and gnomes are kind of all are about the town. You see, like they're going about their daily business, but they're a lot more lighthearted. And as you it's hard to miss any of you in this town. You see one who's like, hey, it's the heroes, it's those guys. And eventually, much like the first time you arrived, much like when you showed up on the way back from the forges, the mayor, the elderly gnome mayor named Phobos, comes back and is like, well, hey guys, what are you doing around here again?
Honestly, sir, I forget. Is Tick bug here?
We're passing through.
Yeah, what's here, guys? I'm glad you decided to stop by us on the way. Thickbug, yeah, he's over by the clearing. He's well, I don't know what he's doing, frankly. He's kind of just chilling. He cleared out all the boulders and helped us rebuild things, but he's kind of just been sitting there most of the time. He's having a nice chill time.
Skip over to him.
Atalanta's staying on the cart.
I'll make
Not
it
talking
quick.
to anyone.
Why not?
Because she wants to keep going.
Well, is anybody joining the fell?
I'm not.
No, this is his thing.
Well, the
This is
fell.
my friend.
Phobos leads you over. Persephone will go?
Yes,
No
Persephone
one's-
will go.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, Persephone and Nefel, Phobos leads the two of you then, just off the main kind of street, away from the small settlements and houses, into a kind of a clearing. And it seems like they definitely keep Sickbug out here simply because him maneuvering through the main promenade of Woodhike is just too precarious. He's quite a large stature. He's breaking about 9 foot tall, but you kind of just see him. As I said, nice day. You find a nice kind of clearing. He's just lying with all of his 6 arms, just kind of splayed out, just looking straight up at the sky. And Phobos like, Hey, big guy! You got some visitors! And he kind of looks up and is like, oh, hey, friends.
Oh, and I would like
Anyway,
to give him. I would like
He
to
waves
give him a
two
hug.
of his hands.
High five both of them.
Oh.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I've just been lying here, staring at the sky.
Oh, we have so much in common. Like for real though.
You like the sky?
I love. Like, listen, it's not so great at daytime, I find, but like if that's your thing, like mad respect.
I like to look at it in the daytime. When it gets to nighttime, I fall asleep. I don't get much time to look at it.
Oh, we're like day and night, you and I. Yeah, no. You're like the other
complete
to
each
my
other.
one. You're like the pea, and I'm another pea, and we're in a pod. Is that how it goes?
No. Thick Bud is the pod, you are the pea. You are the pea to his pod, you see.
Seem
Well,
right.
if you're a pea, then you should be in my pod. And he kind of just picks you up with three of his arms, just kind of holds you.
Seem
Yeah.
There we
right.
go.
This is good. This is very good. Okay, yes, excellent.
Now you're a pea in my pod.
Are you comfortable here? Are you happy here?
It's been nice. So
Good.
most and all of his friends don't shout at me like Damien did. So it's been nice.
That's good. Do they let you join in all their dwarfy games? Or are they halflings? I have forgotten. They're small people games.
Halflings and gnomes. But
yeah.
yeah, some of them come out and play games here. I don't get to play games much in the town. I played one game of throw ball and ended up breaking Robo's house. I had to fix that again. It was okay though.
They need. I think. Do you have like a house? Do you have like a shelter here?
You kind of just see him staring for a moment. I never thought about having my own house.
I think it would help. I think it would help you feel like part of this community is if you had a house, like a bigger one of what these little tiny people have. A house for big people.
For big people,
Yeah, like you, my friend.
I've built houses for small people.
Do you think you could do it with like bigger pieces of wood, and then it would be for you size, maybe?
Bigger pieces of wood.
Yeah.
You're a smart guy.
Thank you. I know.
Do you want to live in my house with me?
I would actually really like that. I think at the moment I kind of have this thing going on with these guys, and I gesture over at the wagon. But afterwards, I don't have any plans. I could definitely come live with you. Maybe that could be what I do afterward.
Build a house, and then we can live here.
Yeah,
We can
that'd
play
be really
throw ball, and I won't break the house.
that would be cool. And even if you did, we can just build it again.
You're right. You're right, Defel.
Thank you. I think we do have to go, but if you get to work on that house, I'll be back as soon as I can. As soon as I save the world.
I'll build it as soon as I can. You
And,
see him kind of just... Oh,
Big
sorry,
Bob?
Dave.
Don't
Yeah?
forget about the stable for your old pal Buse here, eh? I'll be sure to stop on by.
Oh, I haven't built a stable. They don't have horses here.
No, listen, it's like a house, but instead of like filling in the walls, you just don't.
Yes, it's much better.
Open plan.
You see him kind of like... You see him like kind of just... Kind of miming, kind of picking up a roof. It's like... A roof with no walls. But the roof will fall.
Good point. I don't
no
know how they
walls.
do it. Maybe you could ask one of the. I bet the mayor would know. He's a smart guy.
You see, kind of like Phobos kind of is standing behind you, letting you have your own. He kind of puts his like kind of fingers on his lips. Like, okay, buddy. I'll get a pen and paper. I'll show you how a stable what a stable looks like. He's like, I like drawing time. And he's like, yeah, you guys, I'll take from here. You guys got important business, yeah?
I guess so.
Yeah, yes. Make sure there are
Yes.
skylights in that stable as well. I like
Skylights in the stable.
And then you see you see Thick Books like sky with no walls, but no roof.
There are
100%.
walls just farther apart.
Stephanie, I think you'll like what I've got going on here. Just points to the patch of grass he's been lying in.
That's pretty good, I think, Stephanie, huh?
It's not bad. It's a start for sure. Okay.
And you see Slowbo's kind of Thick Book turns to the two of you and he's like, okay, bye friends.
Bye, and I give him a goodbye hug.
He hugs you back with all 6 of his arms.
I wish I had more arms to hug you with, my friend. Maybe when I get back, I'll have more. I don't know what the prize will be, but I hope it's more arms.
And you see Slowbo's kind of just like slap the back of his calf because that's literally all he can reach. He's like, okay, Gotti, come on, let's show you what a stable looks like. You kind of just walk him off.
I guess I'll return to our wagon.
Yeah, so you pitch back to the wagon, and without any further ado, I suppose you continue on.
I have one slight ado. Listen, I am very sorry to ask this, but I got this health potion at the temple. I'll give it to one of you guys for 5 gold pieces. I'm in a really tough spot right now.
Oh. Hold on. Callie, do I have 5 gold pieces?
Yes, do you want a health potion?
No, but we can just give it to. He seems like he's having a hard time right now, and I don't really need it. We can just.
All right, I give you 5 of Nafel's gold pieces.
Thank you so much. Listen, it'll be worth it. I promise. Listen, I say dividends a lot, but this is honestly going to pay off.
You know, I trust in your vision so much that I don't even need the health potion, my friend.
Atalanta's gonna take the health potion and give it to Nafel.
I don't. You guys, honestly, just take it back. I don't want it. I don't want anything from you guys. You're my friends.
Someone who will definitely be conscious all the time should probably hold it in case someone gets knocked out.
Okay, well, I'm already getting rid of it. We don't need to go there.
I mean, I'll put it in my backpack, but I can't guarantee it won't fall out of there.
Atalanta, you hardly ever get knocked out. How about you hold on to it?
Okay.
This seems like a good plan.
Sounds like a jinx to me.
All right, let us keep going.
Yeah. So you keep
that in your inventory.
That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, you keep on trucking. And much like before, it is a very uneventful trip for the most part. Kind of weaving just in and out of woodlands, following the trail. Not a lot of movement around you. It's a very kind of secluded trail, but it's a lovely sunny day breaking through it. That is until you reach a break in the trees. It's a fair bit of flat land out ahead of you. The first thing, Nafel, you've got the most eagle eyes, but the rest of you spot it not long after. You see swirling shapes, flying in circles ahead of you. At first it looks like birds, but there's something off about how they're moving. There's something stilted, something wonky. And as you kind of move a little bit more forward, you see it, and it's odd. It's very, like, to all of you looking, it's very strange, the shapes you're seeing ahead of you. To all of you except for one of you. To the rest of you, you see what look like strange mechanical birds. like they're again they're bird shaped and they're flying, but they're made of kind of metal pieces, and their movements are a bit more stilted and stiff because all of the joints are on an axis. And it's curious. Like the rest of you see these and like, what is this? Everybody except for Atalanta. You see this, and you know straight away what these are. That these are Stimfays. The mechanical companions to Amazonians of Themis. But it raises the question, what are they doing here? And are there any Themans nearby?
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, can I do a perception check? Like real quick?
Yeah. So you're still, like, you're seeing these kind of spiraling, you're still quite a ways away from them, but you're kind of spotting the shapes ahead of you. No, make perception checks all you want. Yep, please.
That's a nat 20.
Woohoo!
That is a nat 20. You spot this, and immediately your brain sets in motion. It's like, what's this? What is this? What are these doing here? Is there anyone nearby? Why are they simply just circling? They're usually either with their companions or they're out scouting. What has them circling? You take a more advantageous scouting position and look out, and you see something lying on the ground just straight underneath them. And you can see occasionally one of the shapes will dip down towards the shape, and another one will move straight back up. You're still too far away to make out what's on the ground, but there is something lying on the ground, but there is nobody else nearby.
Adelaide's gonna run towards it.
Run towards it?
Yep.
I follow her.
I'll follow too.
I've never not followed Atlanta.
As Atalanta breaks into a dead, you just break into a dead sprint. You want your answers, and you want them now. You hook it, you huff it. And as you get closer, it becomes very evident that the shape on the ground is a corpse. But not the corpse of an Amazonian. The shape on the ground is a corpse of a Minotaur. But before you could get any finer details, the 6 creatures swirling and chewing on the remains, they see you and they attack you. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh.
Initiative.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Oh, pretty good for me.
I've been doing real bad with these recently.
Oh,
Hey, almost.
Hey!
Hey,
Hey, Louise!
how you doing over there?
Oh, Ashling. Oh, honey.
Atalanta, you gotta save us here, please.
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
You're going first.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that one for Stella. Oh my god.
I'll vibe with the weasel. Hell yeah.
So that is a 13 for Jury, a natural 1 for Caliandra, a 2 for Nefel, a 9 for Juno, an 11 for Atalanta, a 19 for Bucephone, 15 for Opa, and another natural 1 for Stella.
Rolling really
We're
well.
vibing together for a while.
Are we?
Wiggling.
Sorry, are we aware that these are Stimfays, or is that just Atalanta?
You
Or
you
whether
don't
these
know.
are like Themis things?
She didn't
No.
tell us, so no.
No, I specifically did not say anything to the crew.
No.
Perfect.
You just see these as kind of strange mechanical autonomous birds.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Kev,
Yep.
as an anthropologist, would I be familiar with Stimfays?
Make a history check for me. Or history. No, I'll stick with history.
Okay, that's okay, because that is a 10 plus 6, 16.
Yeah. You've like in your studies, particularly with kind of your specific studies, you've definitely read about Amazonian culture, and are familiar with Stimfay, though you've never seen one yourself.
I think, like, especially with the mechanical bird that she sort of carries around with her as well. That, like, during the course of her research into that, she probably would have, like, come across the idea of Stimfays as they relate to Amazonians and that.
Yeah. I forgot about that bird, actually.
It hasn't been mentioned since episode 1. I just thought I'd bring it back 18 in.
Hell yeah.
Can't forget.
Yeah, definitely. So let me just shoot out the link. And we are live. So that is first on the round is Bucephone. As I said, six robotic bird shapes are just darting towards you, your party. You go first.
What's the terrain like? What are we around?
Pretty open. Some trees dotted around, but a pretty kind of open space.
Into the trees. Stealth.
Roll that stealth check.
Dum. 23.
Yeah, you were laying back a little bit. I was definitely Atalanta that kind of caught their attention. So you dive, you're hidden.
Okay, so that's my hide. I'm going to ready my bow and arrow.
Grand. Now, what are you going to ready it for?
Shooting at one of the boards.
Yeah, but like, as in, like, why? What will trigger you shooting the bird?
If I'm attacked.
If you're attacked, okay.
Hey, I have a question. Surely Juno and Nefel are at full health right now?
Yes.
We should be.
We did just sleep.
Yes.
I would like to be in full health, if that's a possibility.
Juno definitely, yeah. Nefel, yeah, no, I don't think you got hurt last season.
They all slept.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's fair. That was on me. No, that was on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Persephone's turn. So that is Opa.
I would just like to, right before I act, take a look at Atalanta and what does she currently look like? Does she look like she's in fight mode? Does she look like she wants to seek an alternative resolution to this? What kind of read would I get on her?
She doesn't look like she wants to battle them. And she looks confused as to why they're attacking and trying to figure out, like, trying to assess the situation.
Okay. In that case, Oppo will just cast Mage Armor on herself, and that'll be her turn.
Cool. Yep. Great. Jury.
I don't know, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is going on? And like 2 big hitters just did nothing. I'm so fucking confused. I'm just gonna full action help Atalanta for whatever the fuck she's gonna do.
Full action help. Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Kira's like, yeah, no, I don't know what's happening. So she's just gonna pop her Song of Heroism.
Falling out of the sky.
And that brings us to Atalanta.
Okay, so as Atalanta is running towards the birds, everyone like sees her rummaging in her pocket, in her bag. And from her bag she releases a golden owl, a mechanical golden owl, and she looks at it, and it kind of its head, it like pricks the side and looks at her, and she says, "Fly, Bubo," and Bubo flies towards the owls. And can she try to use the owl to calm these birds the fuck down?
Okay. First, Bubo. I'm going to put Bubo in the initiative.
Bubo goes on her turn.
Bubo goes on her turn. Okay,
Yeah.
Grant. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, great. For the record, all 6 of these are kind of falcon shaped.
Cool. So
I can't remember. So Bubo has stats.
yes. He has HP is 19.
I'm going to say
Nice.
roll a charisma check using Bubo's charisma.
You have help.
Oh, I have help, so I can reroll.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Jury.
No problem. Love to know what's going on someday.
That's an 8. That is an 8 for charisma, please.
Did you use heroism?
No,
It's not.
no, it's heroism.
I think it's on.
It is. Kira just had
It
her turn.
is? Oh, okay.
Well, locked and loaded. Which dice hasn't failed me today?
Story of my life.
Ah, jeez.
Ah, B. That's 4.
For
Damn.
God's sake.
This is
So you had a bad day.
You see, out of what feels, for the rest of you, what feels like literally nowhere, Atalanta pulls this mechanical robotic owl out of her bag and sets it loose in an effort to try and calm the ensuing beasts. And it looks out, spreads its wings out, and flaps up just in front of Atalanta, just before the first wave kind of hit. And kind of lets it like a little kind of a soft kind of screech, just to try and kind of like communicate. But what it is met with is just a cascade of hawking screeches, violent and intimidating. It seems like these have no intent of backing down.
As this is happening, Atalanta turns to the rest of the gang and just yells at them, "Run to the trees! Everybody hide!"
Oh, shit.
Now, remind me.
Way ahead of you.
Remind me, is that Atalanta's turn then?
That's her turn, yeah.
That's
and
her
she's
turn.
going to stay out in the open.
Okay. Well, first thing then. So the first couple of these are going to go. So. So, the first one, as I said, in response to Bubo's kind of plea for calm, all of them let out just a hawking screech. But the first one, as it swoops down at your party, stops and leaves and shrieks out a scream that's more reverberative. It resonates through the ground, particularly at you, Atalanta. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, me. Are you sure you want that?
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, it's 10. Sure. What do you mean, sure?
That's a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so it shrieks and you kind of hear it just kind of piercing your ears, but it's has no effect on you. But one is going to swoop straight down past it and go to slash it with its talons. For a 23 to hit.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that just about hits. Yeah.
As that deals 4 damage to you.
Bit rude,
But-
I'll take it.
You cannot. It's kind of slashing. It's slashing. It's kind of like swooping around you and kind of fluttering around you and just kind of hits with talons. But it's still up on you, distracting you. You cannot make opportunity attacks until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Juno, that is your turn.
Okay. So I guess are we all running to the forest now?
That's what Atlanta told. Yeah, none of us. You're the first person to move since Atlanta said that, so you are gonna make that choice.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll run then to the trees.
Please,
Yeah, no,
keep your lives.
There's trees behind you. Yeah, so you can still attack from a range, or you can also use your action to hide.
Can I go to the trees and climb up them?
Yes, but I'd say that'd be your action, and I'd need an athletics check.
Athletics, yeah, okay. Can I ready? While I'm up there? Can I ready an attack?
No. As I said, kind of. I'm going to say because of the distance, you're going to need to basically dash to get at the tree. So climbing the tree will be your action, so you can't ready an action as well.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
So you can stay on the ground and ready an action if you like, but.
Okay, so I can just go to the trees and then ready an action.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I need to roll then?
So the thing is though with readied actions is what are you readying? What action are you readying, and what are you readying it for?
Bow and arrow, in case I or someone else gets attacked. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll call that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'll just put there. And obviously, just to remind you, readied actions obviously finish when it's when the round finishes. When it's sorry, not when the round finishes, but when it's your turn again.
Yeah. Right.
So that is Juno. So Juno, you've booked it back to the trees. So the next 3 are going to hit the party, and that's going to be Opa, Jury, and Nefel.
Yes.
What?
You're being attacked.
No.
Opa, that's a 10, so that's a miss. Jury, that's 16, so that's a miss. But Nefel,
no, attacker wins.
Oh damn! I thought you had higher AC. All right.
Okay.
If you want it.
Okay. Yep. Attacker wins, so that's a hit, and that's a 21 on the fell, so that hits.
Yeah. Guess so.
So that is 6 damage. 6 damage to both of you.
Okay.
And same as Atalanta, you are both distracted. You cannot make opportunity attacks until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Is this magical damage or no?
Nope, not magical.
Okay.
Oh, so that's 3.
Yep.
Aha, hold on, I'll get that just now.
Hey, why did you get to take half damage? Lucky.
I gesture towards the armor. I learned how to use it to not get hit as much.
Whoa, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
So that is all 3 of those Stimfays turn. So that is the bell.
Okay, I would like to run for the trees. And when I get there, I would like to cast.
First off, as you're running the trees, there is one up on you, and it's going to make an opportunity attack.
Wait, no, I didn't know that. I thought they were flying and they were doing drive-bys.
No,
just
one of
got
them.
attacked.
Yeah, no, one of them, they're slashing you with their talons.
Rude. Okay, hold on. Let me real quick rethink.
Sorry.
No.
By the way, it was the beginning of your turn that goes up, so you can actually make opportunity attacks from now.
Hello. Okay.
Hello?
I'm just going to I'll disengage as my action. Thank you for reminding me that was something I could do.
And bucket. Okay, cool.
And bucket. Yeah.
No problem. And yeah, you hit the trees.
Right. Wait, hold on. I have a bonus action. Hold on. I could have sworn I had a bonus action in here. Where are they all gone? Oh, there. Here's some healing word. Don't need that. Oh, sanctuary is a bonus action. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like to cast sanctuary then. So I would like to ward a creature within range against attack. I would like to cast it onto Atalanta.
Ooh, so that-
Cool.
Do you want me to read it all out, or are you?
What does that mean?
So you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, it's up to a minute. It's a minute long. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the ward creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, friend.
You can look at it if you need to.
Okay, cool. Grand. So that sanctuary that is warded, and that means that the second Stimfay is going to have to make a Wisdom saving throw first, because it is going to go for Atalanta. That's 11.
Nah, bruh.
No.
So it is going to change tact and go for Calyandra.
Hey.
For a 14.
Hits.
So this is actually, it's different from the talons. This one is going to kind of flap and launch bladed feathers at you.
A 15.
Well, 14 hits.
So as you saw this thing swooping for Atalanta, its head kind of jerks a little as it kind of swiftly turns and just launches these bladed feathers at you. You get slashed for 4 damage.
Sorry, Callie.
That's not so bad.
Stella and Callie rolled nat ones. They are out. So
We're vibing.
that is Persephone.
Oh, I should have grabbed one of them.
Okay. So is anybody actually being hurt by Atalanta?
And
Jerry and Nefel.
And Jerry.
And Callie.
And Callie. Pretty much everyone.
Most
Okay,
of them.
Okay, now I see the numbers. I see now.
Did Boost get his ready to action?
Nope. Well, he never used it.
Yeah, I have nothing attacking me.
Okay. Oh, it was you specifically. Okay.
Yeah, that I made that decision.
It was a choice.
I guess Buse is going to fire an arrow at the nearest one to Atalanta.
Yeah, I'll say that's 5. 5 is the 6. 5 to the tree. 6 was the one that attacked.
Okay.
Wait, did Juno get their ready to action?
They have it. They just have to let me know when they want to use it.
Numbers. 17 to hit. No, yeah, 17 to hit.
17 to hit. 17 hits.
Yeah. And because that was a sneak attack, you see. Sneaky. How many d6 is that again?
Far too many.
3. You're on 3.
Get 2 for sneak attack. I think. 2.
D6 is your bow is a D6, isn't it?
Bow is 1d6, yeah.
So it's 3d6 including your sneak attack. Oh, hang on. 5.
So that is 12. 12 plus 4.
16.
16.
16. You you shove yourself out from your cover, line up, fire, bang. You hit it as you hear kind of the arrow tink off its metallic outer shell. As it tinks off the metallic outer shell, wedges into one of the cracks. As you see, its eyes, which are kind of like small red lights, flicker out. It drops to the ground.
Ooh. And I hide again.
Roll that stealth check.
Oh, damn. That's so good. Shit. That was,
I was listening too, but I forget.
10. 10%.
Wasn't it?
10 for stealth. They rolled a nat 20 on the perception check. You are not hidden.
I don't know. I misheard.
Whoopsie doopsie.
They saw you. They saw you hit one of them, and they have all eyes on you. Opa.
Yoo-hoo.
So, real quick check. I know one tried to attack me, and I know one tried to attack Kaliandra. If I, hypothetically, were to try and pull Kaliandra out of the immediate range and over towards where the trees are, how many attacks of opportunity would I incur?
I'd say, actually, I'd only say one. The one that attacked Callie did attack at a distance.
Okay. Lovely.
So it wouldn't be just the one that attacked you. Now, I'm going to say, because it's a combat situation, carrying Callie will be your action, and I'll also just need a strength athletics check.
Of course. I'd be more than happy to do that.
Callie's small, I'll say DC 10.
Lovely. That's 16 plus 3 for a total of 19.
Yeah, you grab her, that's good. You're good to go.
Cool. I'm going
You're so strong, Opa.
Because you've also got Stella on you at the moment. So I'm going to grab Callie, fucking throw her over my shoulder, and then just bucket, sort of using my wings to pick myself off the ground as we head towards the tree tree line.
So as you haul Callie over your shoulder, you spread out your wings to take off, but the one that was on you just manages to nick with its talon off the back of you for 17 to hit, and that's going to be 6 damage.
I'm used to exactly this situation before. I'll take the damage.
Perfect. That's you've no bonus actions, no?
No, none at the moment I need to use.
Cool. Jury, that is your turn.
Bish, how high up in the air are they?
Only 2 of them. A lot of them came down to attack, so a lot of them are at like your level. 2 of them would be about 10 feet up.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna stick with the plan. I'm gonna disengage, go to the trees, I guess, but I can get him with my pike if shit gets really bad.
Yep, okay. Kira also just gonna follow suit, disengage, run, but to disengage, she does not use Song of Heroism this turn.
Like it really happened the last time.
So, that is Atalanta.
So is everyone in the trees?
I am.
Yes,
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
No, Callie is not. Callie did not move.
Opa
She was picked up by Opa.
Oh, Dragger. Yes. Sorry, my bad. Yes.
You're good.
so Atalanta's gonna she is also going to run to the trees, but as she does, she's going to pull from her backpack Jury's net. And as she's running into the trees, she is going to try to throw it, to throw one end of it to Jury.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather pick anyone else? Literally anyone else for a throne property.
It's his net, okay?
It's yours now. Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And that just sees the fear in his eyes and goes, yeah, this is definitely how it wants to go.
Yeah. I see fear in a man's eyes. Perfect.
And she's gonna
Oh, I'm not hiding it. There's an audible whimper. Anyway.
and she's gonna shout to the gang, try and direct them into the net. Clever!
You never plan for nets and ropes, do you, Kev?
It's more that, having a net outstretched. Okay.
If you leave it a little bit loose and they fly into it, then you can
Yes, it's not at its max.
It's not
strength.
taut.
It's not taut. Yeah, hey, same brain, Louise.
Hey, taut.
Taut.
Same taut.
Same taut.
Tied
Okay.
between the trees.
I'm going to say that's if you want, I will call that as a readied action that if one comes near you, you can use the net to capture it.
Thank you. It is also Bubo's go. Bubbo is going to start shepherding the one in the sky towards the net, like a sheepdog in the sky.
Herd it in.
Like a sky dog.
Yes.
Bubbo is going to have to make an intimidation check, which is charisma, and I don't think Bubbo has proficiency in intimidation.
No, he has proficiency in nothing. That's a 5.
God.
He's flying around them.
These dice do not like you today.
Wait.
No, they really don't.
God loves
hold
a
on.
trier.
I was countering this with wisdom,
Oh.
and it rolled a 6, and it has a -1. Attacker wins. Bubbo Bubbo swoops up, extends its wingspan, and manages to kind of corral this one towards it. It's obviously not moving because it's not its turn. Oh, well, you know what? It is its turn, so we'll do this now. Bubbo managed to intimidate it so much that it darts down towards the tree line, towards Atalanta's net. Make a. I'm going to say make an attack roll. Yeah, make a. You're not throwing it, so I'm going to say make a strength attack throw. But you have proficiency, so roll strength proficiency bonus because nets are a martial weapon.
Cool. 12. These dice are shit. I'm buying new ones.
Yeah.
That is no. Just remember that is strength and your proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, she knows. She did it
Oh,
right.
I know.
If the dice don't like her.
No, then no. It manages to kind of just duck underneath.
Yeah.
And so that'll be just to make sure. So just so you know that you can't do that again this round. So that is. I'm going to say that's its turn because it was frightened. I'll call that. So that is Juno.
Okay, so
Very like robotic for you.
I'm more than usual.
so I'm in the forest now. Is Nefel's being attacked still, or like is Nefel like?
Right,
No, they're like most of them are still kind of out where you were. Only one is kind of up near you. That's
I
the one that
employed.
Atalanta just learned.
I employed the most tried and true method: retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all in the trees now.
So where are the Stimfays now like, in relation to?
Again, one is up beside Atalanta, so that's kind of up near you.
Yeah.
The other four now would be about 30 feet out from you.
Okay. Can I do the one that's beside Atalanta, please? Like shoot an arrow at it.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's 13. 13.
Oh, plus things. Yeah. 13 AC, so you hit.
Yeah, so that's log
You're
range.
getting all the
So
good
that's
rolls
15.
now.
That's 15. Like 13 plus 2 is 15 then.
15 hits. 15 does it.
Cool. I'll roll a d8 now. That's an 8 plus 1, is it? Or just that's all?
What's that? It's
Oh
plus
no. Sorry. It's not. It's Dexter. It's a long range, so it's plus nothing. So it's just 8.
Plus nothing. Plus 8. Grant. So that was number 5. Yeah, you wheel around, see that Atalanta missed it, pull your bow, shoot, fire, bang. Catches it in the middle of the cogs in the neck, it drops.
I got you, Atalanta. No worries there. Not that you wouldn't have been able to do it yourself, but you're my friend, and I'm sure you would have done the same for me.
So next 3 are going to go.
All right. Jesus. What's a satyr gonna do to get some love around here?
She gives him a nod. She gives him a nod.
You're looking in the hardest places for it.
So
I take that nod like I'm like catching like a kiss from someone. Like I'm gonna take that. I'll take it.
So 3 more Stimfays are going to dive into the tree line to attack Persephone, Juno, and Atalanta.
Okay.
Persephone, that's a 6 to hit. Juno, that's an 8 to hit. Atalanta, that is a 16.
Roll wisdom first.
Roll wisdom first. Of course.
That's an 8 to hit, you said.
Yeah, so that's a miss on both you and Persephone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool.
That is wisdom. That's a 6. So it's going to divert path, go for jury.
Bob.
16 to hit.
Yeah, attacker wins again.
2 damage. Wait. No damage?
Do I get 1 health back for that?
No.
No damage, baby.
No damage. It's
Please
like
stop.
it goes kind of like wheels around Atalanta, just kind of like a rocket slingshot around the earth. Just wheels around.
Does it do like the bird thing where it just goes? It sees its
hits you,
reflection,
but
just goes a
does
bit of a
nothing.
bonk.
Yeah, it's kind of like it just kind of clangs up against your armor. But those 3 are up in your are all up in your grill now. Nefel, that's your turn.
I would like to hit one with my mace.
Cool.
Is that plan?
Grant, yeah, choose one.
I choose 2.
2, cool.
That is a 11 to hit.
Yep, 11 hits.
Oh. That is an 8 damage.
8, you swing, club it, bang, you smash it as bits and gears and cogs fly out. It hits the ground. Done.
These are weak little birds. I always feel bad.
The last one that was
Maybe we should
out
tackle one of them.
the last one that was out in the plains is going to dive in for the fell. That is a nat 1, so it misses.
Not so rude.
So that is now Stella.
Ooh, I think Stella is going to make her way over to Bucephone and grant our centaur friend the help action as she acts as spotter for him.
Cool. That's a full action help, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Is the weasel in on the oath of friendship?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, sorry. Stella. Yeah, not Opa, Stella.
Yes, that's Stella.
Yeah. Weasel help.
Weasel.
Great, cool. Stella, you've got a weasel on your shoulder, Dave. Callie, that is your turn.
I'm gonna shoot at one of these orbs. We'll say 3.
Cool.
Okay. That's cocked. 12 plus 4 is 16.
16 gets it.
Nice. Let me get the damage die. That is 7 damage.
7 damage. You shoot it, hit it in the neck, it drops. And that was number 3, right?
Yeah.
Got it. And Persephone.
Okay, yeah, Persephone is going to fire a shot at another.
Cool. Don't forget, you've got that weasel help, so you've got advantage.
Weasel held.
Okay. Seven, no, 15 to hit.
15 to hit? Yeah, 15 hits. Are you attacking 1 or 4?
And which is the closest?
4. 4 was up kind of attacking you guys, so yeah, 4.
4, sure. Fire a nice old arrow into 4. Does that count as sneak attack? Or...
yeah, you had advantage.
Yes. Oh, damn, 12, 14. Son of a bitch, 16 again.
Clock it. Arrow goes straight into one of its red eyes as its head kind of crumbles in on itself. It hits the ground.
Good damn. And Persephone shall try to hide again. That's 18.
You're hidden. Opa.
So I have kind of an idea. There's only one of these things left. So,
Catch it.
Opa's going to plant her staff in place, and she is going to fly directly for the last one that is left, and in an attempt to restrain it is going to attempt to restrain it. She can fly, it can fly, she's going to try and hold on to it like a very, very angry metal bird.
Air grapple.
Yeah, give me a contested strength check.
Okay. That's 17 plus 3 for 20.
It rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you swoop up and with your
We
buff,
all need some of them rolls.
with your super swole arms, you grab it and restrain it. That being obviously the last one, it is currently restrained. I think we are going to leave combat.
Hey.
Atalanta's gonna like shout at up at Opa and like wave the net and a like trap it in here type gesture.
She sees that, gets what she's going for, and attempts to do exactly that.
Yeah, you truly overpowered in that strain contest, so you get it. Like I'll say it's no hassle to all of your skills combined will get this already trapped bird into a net. As you get it in, I kind of tie it up, and there we are going to take a short break.
All right.
Lack of exciting
will-
things.
Your
there.
bird.
See you all
No
shortly.
poem for me.
We'll be right back.
Okay, so you have just trapped this small metallic Stimfay bird in a net. And as I said, we are out of initiative. So, what do you guys want to do with it? You got a bird in a net.
So Atalanta is first of all going to go around and pick up the other bodies of all the other Stimfay and put them together.
See her doing that and help.
Yeah. So Callie, you don't really notice. Like you see that they're kind of as you start picking bits up. You see it's they're all kind of fairly bashed up and bruised, but like you just fought them. Of course they are. There's bits flying everywhere from getting shot with arrows. Atalanta, you're looking at them. You're familiar with them. You've been tinkering with them. You spot that these things were damaged even before you got to them.
Okay. Can I do like a history check to see if like I would know anything about why they would be outside of Themis?
Yeah, give me a history check. I'll see what I can get from that for you.
Saging didn't That is a 5, please. Never mind.
It's hard to say. I mean, as you know, these are typically only ever tied to Amazonian warriors. So it's strange. Obviously, it's not unheard of. So they're like you kind of like your mind is turning. There's no reason for these to just be out by themselves. That would be insane. There's like that doesn't make any sense. And it's not unheard of Theman warriors to, travel to the mainland. I mean, look at yourself. The question it's certainly uncommon though. And I mean, there's definitely reasons. Whether or not possibly they so obviously this raises a couple of questions of where are the Amazonians who these belong to. But it's not like not a lot of things are lining up. It's certainly very curious. Although with that, would you like to make an investigation check on the one you have captured?
Yes, please.
Do you roll that with advantage?
Opa, do you want to take the other end of this net because you seem to know what the fuck this is?
I'd be more than happy to.
Does anyone know what these mechanical birds are?
I think
like a cuckoo clock that talks.
That's a 19 for investigation.
19.
And Atalanta turns to Callie and is like, "These are the birds of my people. They are very precious to us, and I don't understand why they would be here without their guides. This is it's not unheard of, but it's unusual, and I would like to protect these birds if it's possible."
Sorry about
breaking
some of them.
Earlier then.
We'll
oh yeah,
probably they can be fixed.
Sorry
right?
about that.
They can, but I would feel much better if we could locate their guides.
Can I do a quick perception check on the area we're in to see if there's any sign of... I know there's a body of a minotaur. Can I just do a perception check? Is there anything around it that might...
Yeah, him perception check there while you're rolling that. So Atalanta, you look at the one in the net. Much like you spotted with the ones you were picking up, it is already like this one wasn't actually hit by you guys at all. But it shows signs of wear, shows signs of tear, and like it's what really clues you though is the red eyes, the fact that it is scrambling frantically. You've seen these things. You've seen these things frequently back in Themis. It's rare that they ever go off like this. And then the penny drops. The only reason it would be acting this frantically and frenetically is if it has lost the link with its master.
Atalanta literally like drops to her knees and is just like cradling the bodies of these birds and just like just can't speak.
Nefel.
I got a 22.
Yes. You look out around the promenade. Obviously, first thing after the kind of the wreckage, the first thing you spot is the Minotaur. It has been. It's been like it obviously injured in whatever battle what occurred here, but it's also been picked at by the Stimfay. And as you kind of look at it, though, you kind of like you're looking at it, and you notice that it's got markings, kind of tribal paintings on it, and it kind of like eventually you manage to put the dots together that these are very similar paintings to the ones worn by the centaurs that attacked you on this very same route, coming back from the fortress. And as you're looking at that, you see... So as you'd approached the now quiet body of the Minotaur, you can see further on down the distance more shapes on the ground.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want.
No, you go on.
I was just gonna say, like, whisper to, I guess, everyone, like, do you think we should, pick up the remains of the birds we just killed?
That's what we were doing.
We are?
That's what Kelly and Atalanta were doing.
She's literally cradling them in her arms.
No, I thought it was just the one. Sorry, my mistake.
No, we were picking up the other ones.
My mistake.
Stephanie is going to help do that.
Nefel kind of glances back and sees Atlanta obviously in distress and decides maybe it isn't a good time to bring up more dead bodies, so he'd like to quietly take a closer look by himself, if that's at all possible.
Yeah, you move past the Minotaur, and it seems as if the Minotaur was like this single Minotaur corpse was on the outskirts, because as soon as you step past it, you see the signs of a skirmish all around. And I'm going to stick with this one roll that you did, because like the moment you see it, it all clicks together. There was a fight here, and around you are scattered the remains of a small handful of centaurs and minotaurs, and 6 female humanoid bodies.
Can I take a wild guess that they're dressed somewhat similarly to Atlanta?
You can certainly put those pieces together.
Okay. Oh god. Nefel will walk back over. I kind of kneel down beside Atlanta and
You've cut out there, just to say, Louise.
Louise, Rebecca, can't hear you guys. Can't hear you guys.
I'm hearing a lot of shouting from the kitchen. We can't hear a thing. Oh, the technical
we should know
difficulties
what has been said.
ruin the tender moment.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Well, yeah.
Well, while that's all happening, can Bucephone study the centaurs that are dead?
Yeah, hit me with an investigation.
Good God. That's a 3.
Three.
Yeah.
Again, like you definitely see the tribal markings. Unless the fell hasn't said anything, so you don't quite make it that's the same ones, but they're definitely you can definitely see the remains that they are tribal centaurs. That's about all you can really get from it.
Okay, can I try and focus on what they look like and remember how they dress and their markings?
History. Give me with a history.
20, not natural.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it's maybe not the exact, again, it's hard to say if these are the exact same centaurs, especially considering you knew that Kirak and his group routed them, and according to him, caught up with them and finished them off. But it's certainly the same tribe.
Okay, but if I was to recall exactly what they'd look like, I would remember. As in these centaurs right now.
They don't look like the ones you fought previously.
No, I mean as in later on, if I wanted to remember what these dead centaurs look like, I could remember.
Yeah.
Great.
Depending on how long it is, yeah, I'll say for now, yes.
Man, they're really having some trouble.
Video.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we're still having technical difficulties, like real bad. Discord it's updating, but failing to update on the laptop.
Oh.
Oh.
Snake for a second.
It tried to make us play Snake, and then we refused to play Snake, and it was like, well, now we're gonna punish you.
Do you want to try plugging because the mic is just USB, so do you want to try plugging that into another laptop?
And same on my phone as well. Though.
It's the same on Louise's phone, so.
Because, do you want to try Rebecca's laptop then?
Okay, just alright, give me 1 second, I have to get it and turn it on, etc. Okay, 1 sec.
Okay, do we want to take another maybe tight 10?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, we will be
We're
back
taking a 10.
after everything has been sorted out here. I'll chat to you soon.
No.
Okay. So,
Yes.
Nefel, you had seen the bodies of various centaurs and other minotaurs, and the bodies of 6 humanoid women that are dressed very similarly enough to Atalanta to regard that these are probably Amazonians, given what you just heard about the Stimfay.
Yeah. Yeah, I will walk over and kneel down beside Atalanta and put my hand on her shoulder and just kind of quietly say, I think you kind of know this, what you're about to see already, but you should probably come with me over here.
She looks up into Nefel's eyes, and there's tears coming from her eyes, and she's shaking, and she just looks up. I know what I'm going to see, and I do not wish to see it. I cannot see what I'm about to see. And she grabs the owls and she just holds on to them and very carefully and very deliberately puts them in a row, and then stands up and walks into the back towards the battlefield and lets out the most heart-wrenching roar. She just, from her very soul, she lets out this roar, and she just flings her weapons everywhere until she pulls out a dagger. And with one very shaky hand, she takes the bottom of her hair and she cuts off from the very top of her ponytail to the bottom of her strands. She cuts off the hair, and she just takes in her hands and just shoves it into her bag and just falls to the ground sobbing.
I'm gonna just lay the birds that I had down and go kneel beside her.
I'll copy Alejandra.
Callie, you kneel down the birds that you picked up. And obviously, a lot of people are focusing on Atalanta. And she's certainly in her own world now. You spot Persephone picking up some pieces of the Stimfay as well.
Oh.
Persephone actually where's the captured one?
In a net, I think Opa just said she had it. Yeah.
You were stealing them for a second.
Could you definitely go and put that into the back of the wagon?
I'll give you a hand with moving it over.
Atalanta looks up and sees Nefel's beside her, and she just looks in his eyes now. Are you able to conjure flame?
I can do fairy fire. Wait, hold on. Maybe I have something. I have a matches also.
She kind of nods.
The matches? Yeah, I take out the matches and I give them to Atlanta.
She takes the chunk of her hair and puts it, walks up to the side where the Stimfay are lined up in a row, and she kind of she spreads out the hair so it's nice and long, and she set fire to the hairs as a tribute. And as she kind of watches the flames flicker, she carefully takes each Stimfay and puts it into her bag very carefully, and then she looks to see Bubo, and he flies towards her and lands on her shoulder. And once this is all over, she turns back to Nefel and takes his hands. Will you bring me to them?
Nefel just nods and leads the way and keeps holding her hand.
You go forward. Yep.
We literally can't hear anything.
Rebecca's Discord just dropped.
Kevin! Kevin!
God damn it.
Fuck.
I can hear you guys fine. Can the rest of you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebecca's Discord dropped.
Yeah.
Can you hear us from Dave?
Oh yeah, we can, yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, great.
I think we're hearing them through Dave.
Dave was the mic, Rebecca was a speaker. I think we can hear if you can hear me through Dave's now.
Yeah, we can.
Losing
Cool.
people
No,
left and
my
right.
Discord
dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how much did you hear of us?
Everything.
We heard everything.
Yeah.
So
Sound what?
Atalanta, you take Nefel's hand and move up to where he was, up just past the body of the Minotaur. Taking a look at it, you see the tribal markings as Nefel had noticed as well. The same you spot as well that it's definitely the same markings as the ones worn by the centaurs that had attacked you previously returning from the forge. And as you see that, the first thing that clocks into it is you knew that their masters were gone. Of course, the Stimfay were picking at the remains. That's a default. They kind of go into a default bird state. They're mechanical. They have no need to feed. But it's part of the psychology, especially when they are unlinked. And as you make your way through, you see the scars of battle on the land. Whatever you fought enough fights to know that whatever this one was, it was hard fought. You see several slain centaurs and several more minotaurs. Like at a glance, it looks like it was quite a veritable force that came up against these Amazons. But it looks like it was just too overwhelming. And obviously there were some survivors from the Centaur Minotaur force that managed to escape. But it looks like it was nearly so long ago, there's no telling where they've gone. Taking a look at the bodies, they're all fairly clean. It looks like they all died putting up a fight, but none of them were maimed. Looking at them, you certainly don't recognize anyone from the party. You certainly don't recognize anyone you. That's straight away. Which again just sends your mind on a spiral as to what are they doing here and what was the fight about? Were they sent by Queen Thessaly? No, she doesn't have enough influence yet. Maybe they were trying to escape her. She's become a very unpopular ruler, and especially considering they're pushing up against the forces of the army of Sidon here. All you can do is speculate.
Are they close together?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you've got enough experience this that you can tell a lot of how the battle went by the positions of a lot of the bodies. And it definitely looks like they closed ranks as things got desperate. You can see that some of the bodies are in behind. And it looks like that they definitely tried. The ones who survived till last made a point of protecting the slain, protecting the fallen.
Atalanta walks over to her sisters and very carefully she looks at each face to memorize it, and she very respectfully begins to look in their pockets and on their weapons for any insignia or any names that might help her locate their family in the future. Do I roll for that?
No, I'm not gonna ask for a roll on this. Each of them, they were very as you'd kind of know from a group. A lot of them were a lot of these sorts of warriors are very Spartan. They don't carry what they don't need. So all you really find are the kind of the basic. All you really find on their person is the basic supplies for survival. You find either in their hand or very nearby as it was thrown. Each of them had their own chakram, and on one of them, you find a pendant with an eye. Gold, very, very, very ornate, and much more ornate than you'd expect from an Amazon. But you know immediately that this is a signifier of a follower of Valis.
She's going to take the pendant and put it in her pocket.
Okay.
And then she is going to carefully arrange her sisters so that each is holding the hand of the other. And she's going to take their weapons and lay their weapons beside them. And then she looks back to Opa. I don't know where Opa is at the moment.
Opa's here.
My friend, would you be? Would it be possible for you to help me to burn my fellow sisters?
We can do that for you. Yes.
Thank you. I would prefer not to leave their bodies here.
Okay. Opa is going to use a second level spell slot to grant Dragon's Breath. And is going to do exactly that. It's not nearly as frenetic or sort of all over the place that it looks like when she's in combat or when it's given to Stella. It is precise, calculated, and done with Atalanta's oversight.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, all of you. She's just gonna stand there watching as her sister's burning.
And I think Kev may have just disappeared there.
I just lost Kev. Well,
This is just like a horror movie.
wow.
One by one.
So,
Oh,
as Opa and Atalanta watch the stand in solemn silence, watching the makeshift funeral pyre take the fallen bodies of her sister comrades, a silence breaks over this midday plain. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Thank you all for listening. I hope that you're having a nice day in the future when you're listening back to this.
may you have speedy internet.
Yeah, may you have speedy internet and also access to actually being heard consistently and not being picked off one by one like in a horror film.
May your internet provider not fuck you over.
Yeah. I love you very much. I hope you have a nice day. If you like pina coladas,
Getting caught in the rain.
I shouldn't it be a more solemn version?
if you're
Ave
not
Maria.
into your...
If you had a brain.
Rain.
That feels tracked.
Goodbye, y'all.
Like making love.